Okay, if you're watching this, it's because I either tagged you in it or you're kind of curious on how my project's going. Here's the scoop. Got a 1999 Toyota Aristo 2JZ GTE with the VVTi engine. In case if anybody's curious, there it is. It has a two-way twin-turbo system, roughly like 278 mile or horsepower. Basically, in Japan, they hit a limit to where you can only hit 280 horsepower on any factory production vehicle, but that was in Japan only, which is why the Toyota Supra has 326 horsepower, and this one only has 278. But, with a few tweaks here and there, you can get 320 very easily, very safely, and have loads of fun. But here's some of my issues. Basically, I'm running the full Aristo Japanese spec engine, transmission, and harness. It did come with the actual computer for the twin turbo with all the JDM sensors and everything like that. Hooked it up and cranked the key, and all it would do is turn the engine, and that was it. So, pretty sure that this is actually fried. So I hooked up the US model non-turbo ECU, starts right up and everything like that, but have issues. First of all, there is no RPM gauge, right? Well, here's the ignition control module, and this is the Japanese harness and everything like that. This little prong right here is missing, but that's okay because in Japan, they use some other crazy crap. But here on the US model, green wire. So, need to transfer that green wire and hook it up somewhere in this jarble mess. But I did find a link on that on one of the forums on how to fix that issue. But, when you look, you got a green cap and a black cap. Well, Japanese model, they're like gray or something like that. But these caps are from the American model. The computer and all that, the wiring harness for the Japanese model, did not come with these. So if anybody can find a link on how I'm supposed to cross, because in the plastic there's prongs that cross link and all this and that and crazy stuff and Hebrew Jibu stuff, and somehow it magically works. Well, it's not. I'm getting a shift lock, and it doesn't want to leave first. Also, this on the US model had a nice little prong that would go into there, and magic stuff happens and everything works. Well, there is no connector from the Japanese harness, so don't know if I have to do anything with this. If anybody can let me know on that, greatly appreciate it. I do have a engine noise, not sure where that's actually coming from. I believe it's from sorry, there's a storm coming. I do believe that it's probably coming from one of my pulleys. I think my idler pulley is needing to be replaced, but not 100% worried about that right now. I'm trying to get the engine running just right. If you kind of notice, I do have a rigged up throttle cable because I'm wanting to get the engine going before I spend the $90 on a Supra throttle cable. So I'm running that for right now. It works. I'm happy. So don't diss it if it works. Anyways, enough of all that. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a test drive. See if I can show you some of the other craziness that's going on. Jump into here. Alright, now there is an exhaust leak because the adapter that hooks from the turbos down to my stock Y pipe slash catalytic converter, it wasn't bolted, the holes weren't drilled properly, so wasn't able to get it bolted down, and they gave me a bad gasket, so there's no gasket and the holes are really fucked up. So we're starting it. Alright, That's what I was talking about with the RPM gauge being shot. I have the tank engine light, no surprise. Oil level light is low, but I have oil. I checked it before I did the video. I got brake light switch, that's on. Traction control is off, service traction control, and washer fluid. And I kind of suspect that that connector that doesn't come with the Japanese model, but the US model had it, I think that's kind of what is keeping my lights all on. I think that actually goes to the instrument cluster and allows the instrument cluster to tell me what the hell's going on. But since nothing's hooked up, it's going, hey, everything's screwed up. Another thing, I press on the brakes. I have brake lights. All right, no problem there. But I have to manually hit this switch to be able to put it in reverse. And the wife just got home. So let me see if I can get her to back out so I can take it for a test drive. Alright, so screwdriver in, got it in reverse, seatbelt on in case there's cops, and we back out. Kind of tight fit, you'll have to pardon. Got a shared garage, so not always fun. And right now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is running smooth this very second. Put it in drive. And here we go. Alright, it's sputtering because its engine thinks, or the computer thinks that it's running on half the size of the injectors that it actually is. I'm gonna give it some fuel. This is full throttle. Yeah. 0 to 60 in 0. Because it doesn't want to get up to 60. Alright. Turn it around. And now it's starting to kind of spit and sputter, and it's really kind of thinking about dying. Go. Now it's thinking it's in neutral. It died. So if you're computer savvy, or you know how to run around forums and stuff like that, you can give me some pointers or find something that will help me out with the prongs. I do have a JDM ECU that I'm getting ready to order either tonight or tomorrow, and that'll fix like the actual fuel issue. But with as far as the other issues, the shift lock and everything like that, if you can find anything, let me know. Just personal message me or something like that. Greatly appreciate it. Alright, thanks.